Hey guys, it's your boy Michael with the H&M Reloaded channel, and today we're going to try to clean the carburetor on our Craftsman GT5000 22 OHV. Let's take a look at things. Alright, here we go, got a 22 horsepower. See what we got here. There we go. Let's clean it up a little bit for you guys. And there it is. ELS 725 Extended Life Series, chrome rings and valves, overhead valve twin cylinder, extended life filtration system, 22 horsepower, like I said, Craftsman. And there we go. We're experiencing, I want to show you guys exactly what we're experiencing, okay? Bear with me, you always gotta push down on the brake, go to start it. Okay. Try to choke it a little bit. Nothing. So what we're going to try, take the hood off, guys, and here's how we're going to do it. Okay, inside the system here, it's hard to really see. I'm going to try to show you guys the best I could. Right down there, right here, I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm trying to shine a light. See it? Right there, there is a little lever. You're going to have to take the hood and lift it off of it. On the other side as well. There we go. Okay. See it here? Unhook it, take the top off, put it in a safe spot. Okay, now let's take the filter off. It's pretty clean, not filthy, but hit it out a little bit. There you go. Now there's a pre-filter in there too. This is actually falling apart. Ooh, I got to get another one of that. See, look, that's the inside. We're gonna spray some starting fluid right in there. I don't want to overdo it, but let me see. Ready? Okay. Ready to see what happens. Ready? Here we go. Go. See if it starts and dies. Yep. There it is. Okay, well that's, guys, that's confirmation right there. To me, that's just about 100% confirmation that the carburetor is in fact clogged. Okay guys, we are going to use an 8mm. You don't need to have the extension, but I do. 8mm long socket. Always put your screws in a safe spot. Know exactly where they go. Take pictures. I already took pictures a couple of minutes ago. I took pictures off camera. But yeah, always, always, always. I wanted to actually put a plow on this. I'm actually going to put a plow on the front of this. Going to fabricate one. Okay, and I was trying to start it up yesterday, and naturally it wouldn't start. So the side ones here are a 10 mil. Okay, you got one here, one on this side. Just loosening them, okay, just so it could slide off. Okay, hopefully there's no mice or anything living inside of here. You see, look, there we go. See it? In the fins here, you got quite a few acorns and all that good stuff. I'm gonna actually take a leaf blower and try to blow some of this out so it doesn't go inside of things, you know. All right. Hey, I got it pretty clean in here. See, I did get it. I got it semi-clean. Yeah, always take a leaf blower or a hand blow, you know, even a hair dryer on cool. You know, just get everything out of the fins because it's got to breathe. You know how it is, okay? Now, obviously, we're going to have to take all this off because the carburetor is underneath it. Okay, I don't think I can get to it. See under here? See right here? Here's the carburetor right there. See it? I don't know if you can see it. It's right here. Okay, it's right in there. Okay. We are going to try to get all this stuff off, you know. Got to be very careful though. Okay, there's a wire here you do have to disconnect. Okay, and yeah, let's do it, guys. Okay, right now is a good time to take another picture, guys. Okay, another picture. Always take pictures. Here we go. And just want, if I can get this out up here, Okay, that's what we're gonna try to do. Get this out of here. Okay, this is gonna have to come off, right? This stuff down here is gonna have to come off, guys. That bracket down there is gonna have to come off. So, let me just show you guys really quick. Block off the gas line. You're gonna have to, obviously, so it doesn't come out, you know? Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I wanna make sure this is. I want to loosen this guy. I don't want to really take it off if I don't have to. But I'm just trying to get clear access to the bottom of the carburetor down here, right over here. Because if I don't have to take the whole carburetor off, that would be great. Because then you got to take all this shit off and it's going to be a big mess, you know. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. Now see, now you can kind of, see it? Now you can get a little clearer. Okay? Now by moving the bracket down, now you have access to this. So I'm assuming we gotta push a little. Yeah, we're gonna have to push a little. See the little safety in the white area right there? Push that. I'm assuming. See, I don't think you could. Actually, no. Okay, it came off by just wiggling it. See? Just get that off. See it? See it up there? Looks like a Phillips head, right? There, right here. Yes, we are able to get up here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. There we go. See, here's one screw. I think the carburetor's starting to come down, I think. Hang on a second, I don't want to break it. I don't want to break it. Okay, here's the other one. Here's the other screw, guys. See it? Now, okay, got it. Okay, let's see how dirty it is. Ooh, it is pretty yucky in there. See it? See it? It is pretty yucky. Let's clean it out a little bit. Okay. All right, we're gonna use some brake parts cleaner. Got it a little cleaner. See, got a little cleaner in there. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dry it really good. Yeah. The emulsion right up here. See. It does look like the seat is seating correctly. Can you see it? It looks like it is. But there's no gas coming out because obviously I shut the gas off. Okay. Obviously I want to clean up here a little bit too. It's going to be hard for you to see it, but I just want to clear the mating surface off. So when I put this back on, there's no issues. Right up here is the. See if I can do something. Oops, I missed. Oops, yeah, nothing's coming out. It was good air though, you know. It was good air coming out. See what I have? Okay. See what I got here. Okay, let's see. Okay, where's my little torch tippies? See if I can get these little guys in. Okay. I also have these. These are the little torch tip guys. Too much work, you know. Let me see if I can get a camera up here, see what it looks like. You know? Now what I'm gonna do is take a little more carburetor spray. If I have any left in here, it looks like I have some, but not a whole lot. Yeah, basically I shot some carburetor fluid right down there, some cleaner. Well, actually brake fluid cleaner, right down the hole down there. And I actually saw it coming out that little elbow hole there, you know. So, yeah, we're gonna put this back on, see what happens, you know. Okay, now we're gonna tighten these guys up. Okay, tighten these boys up and see what happens. They got to be very tight. And yeah, don't tighten it all the way, you know, go back and forth each side, you know. Okay, got it. Now obviously this little plug goes back in, as we know before. Remember, just goes right up. There we go, right in. Now we gotta put the bracket back on, because the last thing you want is for it to be tight on the one side and the other side is a little loose, because yeah, you know, didn't go side to side. Here. Right, let's do it again. Yeah, obviously there's gonna be something fugly going on, something fugly. Oh yeah. There we go. It starts up. How about that? All right. So, cleaning the carburetor from the bottom there, did it. Let's see if it'll come back on with no fluid. See. The surging stopped by itself, guys. How about that? Yeah, the surging actually stopped by itself. So yeah, I guess this is a job well done. Yeah, so now I'm going to put on the hood again. I want to show you guys, like I said before, you see how these little cutout grooves, see the cutout grooves right there? Well, they're actually going to lay right on these screws. That's it. That's how you get it on. But yeah, now we're going to put the shroud back on, like I said before. See how it's, see, there we go, perfect. Always want to make sure it's seated properly, guys. If it's not seated properly, it's not good. See how it's seated properly on that side, but look, not here. It's not. See? Yeah, you're gonna have to just. There we go. Hang on. There we go. There we go. See? It was stuck over here. So yeah, see? Going all the way around the back, all the way around, all the way around, all the way around, and there. Boom. See how the screw right here? There's one screw. There is a second screw. Here is the third screw. And here is the fourth bolt. Actually, I kept seeing screws. They're bolts, okay? That's it, that's it. Not too hard, you know, just snug it up, and like they say, a little bit more, that's it. Snug it up and a little bit more. That's it. Put it down, see? Now, put this on. That's it. We own, baby, we own! We own! So let's see how we could show you guys. That's it. I think it's already on already. I think. See it right here. See how the frame sits right on the bolt. See it? That's how it is on the other side too. Show you on the other side. That's exactly, just comes right off. There's no tools needed to put on and off the hood. No tools. Okay. And again, right here. Boom, right there. Right there. There. It just leans right on the bolt. That's it. Now, see these wires? See these two wires? You gotta hook them up. Hook them back up, see? Boom. Okay, I did hook up the wire. Boom. Now close the hood. Just take it and just. That's it. That's it, guys. Look at that. Now let's see if it'll start now. Now that everything is, you know, gone. Ready? Here we go. the surging stopped by itself. You know, just took a couple seconds. But yeah, guys, how about that? That is my GT5000 Craftsman with a 22 horsepower Briggs and Stratton, or breaks and scrap 'em, as Taro would say. The overhead valve ELS twin. Guys, this is your boy Micah with the H&M Reloaded channel. Shake your neighbor's hand. As always, guys, the fighting in this world has to stop, man. I mean, I keep saying it. I sound like a broken record, but every time I put that news on, psh, I get a sad face. But yeah, guys, click the subscribe button, click the bell icon, then click all so you never miss an upcoming post or a video of ours. And guys, we love you guys. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, and all in between. From your friends at the H&M Reloaded channel. We love you guys. Peace out.